And welcome back. Well, does your personality ever stress you out?
Yes.
Today we're going to help you fix this very common problem.
Angel Tucker is an expert personality profiler, international speaker, and best-selling author. She wrote this book, Stop Squatting with Your Spurs On. She joins us now with more on how to stop stressing yourself out with your own bad personality. No personality's bad. Good to see you, Angel.
Good to see you.
You say that you can figure out somebody's personality in 60 seconds or less.
You absolutely can.
How?
Well, you just have to know what you're looking for. Mainly, we teach people how to read speech patterns and body language. So the way someone speaks, whether they speak quickly or slowly, whether they use their hands like I'm doing when I speak or not, all tells you what their personality type is.
Okay.
Okay, let's run through the personality types because there are 4 of them.
There are 4.
And the first one is D.
D.
What exactly is a D? It stands for dominant.
D stands for dominant, and this is your go-getter, getting things done from the time they wake up till the time they go to bed. It's all about getting tasks done.
What stresses a dominant personality type? What stresses this person out?
Not enough time in the day.
Well, that loss of control, because they can't control everything, and their basic needs are choices, challenge, and control. And so when they don't have those basic needs filled, then it can cause them stress.
Is D the personality most easily annoyed by other people?
Yes. Do you know some of those?
Yeah, I'm thinking of our boss.
Yeah, right?
Hopefully she's not watching. What's the key for this person to stop stressing themselves out?
Well, they need to remember 2 things. 1, it is what it is. We cannot control everything. And 2, is it going to matter in 10 years? Because Ds tend to make a big deal out of everything. And so they really need to start choosing their battles and decide. You know, they have more self-imposed stress than any other personality. So they need to sit back and decide what's really worth making a big deal about and what can we let go because it's really not even going to matter a week from now.
Okay. How about I's? This is an inspirational personality. We're both high I.
Yes.
I don't feel like I get stressed that often. Is that common for I's?
Well, what
or not?
I's tend to have low expectations of others and low expectations of themselves, which sounds like a bad thing, but really all it means is that you believe that everybody should just do whatever makes them happy and you know, Hakuna Matata, right?
I had that exact conversation with a friend of mine the other day, Angel, calling me out.
That is so true, though. We're kind of like, everybody just chill.
Right.
Yeah.
So what stresses you out is actually, you know, you've had fun all day long, and then you get to 4:30 when you're supposed to have something done by 5, and you're like, oh no, what do I do now, right? And so also they get stressed out, like if there's a project, they can get kind of overwhelmed by the whole thing. And so what they need to do is they need to learn to break things down in little chunks and then give themselves a reward. Once they've done this little bit, then they get something fun, and then it kind of gets them motivated to get through the next thing because they know there's a reward after each little part.
We're like children.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah,
exactly.
Exactly. I've never met somebody whose everything that comes out of their mouth has so much meat in it. Doesn't it? It's meat
Like
and
every
meaning.
word you say is so powerful.
And it's so true. Okay, so then we're going to move to the S. This is, I thought steady, but it's actually supportive.
Supportive, yes. Although steady does describe them. That's one of the words we use as well. But these get stressed out because they're such helpers and they want to help everyone. And sometimes, you know, people aren't taking their advice or they don't know what to say. And so they need to realize it's not their job to fix the world, okay? And so they need to, you know, kind of, and also they have trouble making decisions. And so they're afraid, oh, I'm going to make the wrong one. And then they need to realize most decisions are not life-changing. You know, you can go back and undo them and change your mind. It's okay.
I know what you're doing.
I'm laughing at 2 things. We both have S.
Yeah.
You're describing Molly right now, but my screensaver on my phone, I wish I had it right now because it says the worst mistake you can make in life is not making any decision.
Yes.
Well, yeah, we're both not quick to make decisions.
Exactly.
It's a challenge.
And, you know, people that aren't S don't understand that we're not talking about big life change. We're talking about everyday
What to eat.
decisions.
Oh, where
exactly.
to go to eat. Yeah, it's major stressor.
I would hate to go to lunch with both of you and have to have you decide. Only one at a time. And then we don't have to decide. Where do you want to go? I don't know. Where do you want to go? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so now we got to get to this C-type personality. This is cautious. These are people who tend to be very analytical. They're more task-oriented than people-oriented,
yes,
right?
very much so. And you know what? They're also perfectionists in nature. And so when they can't do something perfectly, it really, really bothers them. And so they need to understand that life is not perfect. It's okay to try new things even if you can't do them perfectly. They'll tend to resist trying new things because they think, oh, I don't know how to do that exactly the right way. And so they need to realize realize everything you do now was new at one time. And so it's okay to try new things.
Now, I think what's important to realize is that you're not just in one category.
That's
you can
right.
have different blends of personality. You have a personality test. You
Yes.
outline it all in your book, How to Stop Squatting with Your Spurs On. And so, you know, a lot of these different techniques can apply to you, not
Yes,
just one, maybe
absolutely.
a combination.
Yeah, 80% of the population is actually dominant in 2 of the 4, just like you ladies are both IS and I'm DI. And so 80% of us have 2 letters that we really relate to, and that that's where we live. But you actually contain all 4 in you to some degree.
And I think it's great to know not only your personality type, but also the people you love, especially the people you
bet.
live with.
Yes.
Because it
Kids.
helps you interact with them
It
and
sure
stop
does.
stressing out a little
Yes,
bit. It's
absolutely.
so great to have you here.
Thank you, Angel.
The book that you have is for adults, Stop Squatting with Your Spurs On, but you've got a great series for kids. And that one's super fun. It kind of helps kids understand their own personality type. And right now you can get either of the 2 books or the series for 20% off if you use this coupon code. It's simply BLEND when you visit Angel's website, and it's personalityprofiles.org. And the series for kids is called 4 Pals and Their Positive Affirmations. Good stuff.
Thanks, Angel.
Thanks,
Thank
Angel.
you.